How's your winter been?
Things are good.
Things are good. You just got back from Antarctica.
Yep, the 21st of December 2017 after a quick trip to Queen Maud Land.
Your first trip there was in the late 90s.
Yep. First visited Queen Maud Land in 96, 97, and then 21 summers later.
Yeah.
Revisit with a fresh group of people and a chance to revisit the range.
So the first trip was with Alex and John Krakauer.
Yep. First trip, 96, 97, Alex Lowe, John Krakauer, Gordon Wiltsey,
Yeah.
Michael Graber, and Rick Ridgway. We were 6, and we went to Rakkeneven
Yeah.
and Trollslovet area. So this time we were just about 50 kilometers west of that area, so along in the same mountain range. But and we were at the main, the Fenriskeften, which is the jaw of the wolf, and then Olvatana is the principal peak in that range. So Queen Maud Land is the overall area, and then there's the Drygalski Mountains, and then there's within that the Fenriskeften, and then that's where we landed and did our climbing.
And Olvatana had some routes on it previously.
Olvatana had I think 4 routes, and so a total of 7 ascents and a couple people getting out and trying them. So.
And that was your main goal when you went back?
Yeah, we kind of split up family style. So
yeah.
We were a team of 6. Anna Pfaff and Savannah Cummins, 2 women, and then Cedar Wright and Alex Honnold and Jimmy Chin and myself. And so Alex and Cedar were getting after the peaks in kind of Yosemite speed style, if you will, which was kind of neat to see. Getting that all dialed in and climbing well at that up to 511 with attraction, and both of them being very strong and confident climbers. Anna and Savannah were climbed the same style of peaks within that, and then also teamed up with Alex and Cedar on a couple of climbs. And Jimmy and I went for kind of the old school slow and camp out on the mountain type thing. So once you start pitching out and it's really steep climbing, you end up, I think it's just kind of, you go a little bit slower, but which means you have more time for camping out on the peak.
How was the route?
The route was nice. We did the northwest face
Yeah.
to the south ridge
Okay.
of Olvatana, so Jimmy and I.
All new terrain?
The first, not all of it, so the top third of it was on the existing route.
Okay.
So
And
it's joined up.
you said your helmet got pretty banged up.
Hummock?
Your helmet.
Oh, helmet. Oh, just, not like it. The helmet didn't take a direct fall, but it was more just like when you're chimneying and you do a move like this, you're like, oh God, your helmet becomes a part of your climbing system.
Yeah, so you've retired that one.
Yep, it's on to be looked at. So.
Yeah, this was your first new route since Meru with Jimmy.
Yep, that's correct. Jimmy and I were together with Renan Ostrup on Meru in 2011, so this was nice to be out with Jimmy. He's been working hard last few years with Meru film, and then the free solo film coming up with Alex Honnold. So, yeah, it's good to see Jimmy get out there. And
was it fun getting back out with him?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, you spend 4 days in a very remote place, and it's a very committing place.
Yeah.
If you were to, a small mishap is instantly and irreversibly compounded by the cold.
Right.
So a sprained ankle, a cut finger, anything like that, all of a sudden you're dealing with the cold.
Right.
And so that's just a whole, I mean, here it's warm. There's a village that's just over the hill.
Yeah.
There's a coffee shop. You can go eat, but there it's like you look around and remote is sort of what comes to mind, and within that, rescue is improbable.
Right. And you guys climb well together. Were there any issues on the wall? Are there ever any moments where you go quiet, don't talk for a bit?
No.
No?
I mean, gosh, by the time you get together to do an expedition, you better
Right.
be good friends with your person.
Right.
I'm like, when you went on a trip and you let that happen, didn't you like go and do something with them before? And yeah, so I haven't had, that's in my climbing career, kind of only one trip that was not harmonious, and so the rest of them have always been something, a celebration of life and the beauty of nature, and a sense of adventure.
Did you see any other routes you want to climb down there? Any projects, or you're content with Antarctica for now?
There's a lot of mountains within this range, so it'd be nice to ski and look at them and not have to be hell-bent on finding a new route or doing something doing some climbing within that scope too, but I'd like to go down and do a longer journey and look at things, experience, be there for a month or a month and a half and during the midnight sun. And very fortunate that the people in humanity have ended up to be the eyes and the ears of this continent, so to be able to share it in a meaningful way is pretty important.
Yeah. What's one of the main differences from the first trip to Antarctica to this one?
Main differences between our first and second trips, obviously the gear has evolved a little bit, but it's hard to say what the climate would be because we're only there for a brief window of time on both instances.
Right.
So we don't have that scientific data to look at it.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
And we're here in Ouray.
Yeah.
You said you've been coming here for 30 years?
Yeah, when I was a student at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City,
yeah.
I was a student there from, graduated high school in 81 and didn't start school until midway up to like 83, but graduated in 88 from the University of Utah, but we would come down here, and this whole South Park area there was nothing that was farmed in here, and some of the other areas had ice, and we'd come down to Southwest Colorado because there's good quality ice climbing, and Bridalveil Falls and Ames, two of the classics, were certainly worth doing and climbing on. So, but it's great to see how many people are out here and recreating and having fun climbing. It's a good experience.
Ice climbing's changed a lot over the last few decades. You think it's for the better?
Oh, it's unbelievably for the better. You think about it, it used to be straight shaft tools, dockline mitts, and you'd be like handcuffed, and you'd be like, okay, I'm just going to solo this thing and hope it doesn't fall on me.
Right.
And you'd be like, ah. And then there was curved shaft, and then the leashless revolution that was a result of the competition changing the rules in 2001. That just completely revolutionized the sport, and to see how that now in 2018, how tools have progressed to really make climbing safer and funner in this realm.
Do you think ice climbing is going to continue to evolve, or do you think it's going to plateau a bit here?
Will ice climbing continue? Well, it's like a subset of aid climbing in a sense, but you still have a metal rock interface. So you're aid climbing, so it takes care of that mind riot that you get from standing on a hook, but you're actually going to hold on to a jug instead of standing on a thing that's going to blow out and hit you in the forehead or something.
Right.
So ice tools still do the same thing, but it's sort of that mechanical interface, and people get better and they're stronger, and of course what we do here spills over and permeates what the next generation does in the big mountains. So anytime people climb better and stronger, the entire community is stronger. We're building fitness and strength here. That's good.
That is good. Lots of laps.
Yeah.
Favorite route in Canada?
Favorite route in Canada? Oh gosh.
No pressure.
Yeah, but there's ones that I haven't done that I would like to.
Oh, like which one?
Yeah. Oh, there are just tons of them, but yeah, probably. The Unhauser, the Becky Chanel.
Oh yeah, yep.
So, what is that, like the Southwest Ridge?
The Southwest Buttress of South Hauser.
Southwest Buttress of South Hauser.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
did you see the Fred Becky movie?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
I need to. I've got a cameo in it, I've been told. I remember.
You do, yeah. Uh-oh. Rock. All right. 2 tips for new ice climbers.
2 tips for ice climbers. Warm up.
Yeah.
So spin your arms, use centrifugal force to get that blood down to your fingers. Warm up your shoulders, then warm up your elbows, your wrists, and your fingers. And do it in that sequence. And really warm up your shoulders before you get in there. And then the other part is kick low. with your all too often that angle isn't right. So if you can really focus on that to get your feet in and precise with, but yeah, overall have fun.
Yeah.
Can't beat playing with knives, right? The ultimate fear and scary sport.
And before we talk about the ice tools, quick, what's next for Conrad Anker?
Next up is my wife Jennifer and I are off to Nepal in May, and we have the in conjunction with the people of Nepal, the Kumbh Climbing Center, which is vocational training for altitude workers. And so the course is going on right now. They train on ice, which is a great medium to become better at climbing the mountains and climb on ladders like we do here in the ice park on
Right.
Everest. It's like the mini crevasse trainer, stuff like that. So we have a physical building that we're finishing up, and at the same time working on a film about Tom Frost.
Right.
I had 5 trips to the Himalayas and did some great things, and so to be able to tell that story for this film about Tom.
And is there anywhere people can donate money to help those projects?
Yeah, look up alexschlow.org, and just look up the Tom Frost film if you're interested in helping out with that. But you got to do that to preserve our culture and history and where we've been and where we're going. And so climbing is a meaningful thing. Everyone that's in this park and everyone that's in this place tonight is going to be laughing because they've had a great time, and everyone is at the same time is deeply connected to people that have lost their lives here, and that duality of life affirmation but yet being a really dangerous sport is, I guess that's what makes it special.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks.
Yeah.